All right, what's going on, guys? In the mood to do a little quick video, a quick hookup. This was a kind of nice anime tier list on Tier List Maker I found. Figured I'd go through it, give my little spiel. I've been deep in the weeds over a little 2 years now on the anime pill. I was going through here. There's a couple big ones I didn't think they had. I was missing Skeleton Knight, Frieren, a couple other big ones. But we're gonna go through here. Wow, One Piece thing. We have to start on a really hard one here. I'm gonna go through this quick, y'all. Okay, don't flame me for any of these. Um, this one's gonna go into A. To start with. One Piece has several S tier arcs. Because of that, I feel like it has to be A tier, albeit it does have weak arcs. You can skip around on those. There's One Piece. That's definitely the way to watch it. For example, Wano arc, that would be an impossible arc to watch without One Piece. Albeit Wano does have like cool um subject material to it. It's just dense, and I think it's better to do like manga for something like that. You got to figure out. You got to do your research on how you want to experience it. Like what arcs to maybe go manga, what arcs to maybe do One Piece, what arcs you can maybe actually watch through. For example, Arlong Park, like you're basically fine just watching the normal anime. Maybe skip a couple, like the honestly the arc with when they get Usopp and stuff. Those aren't that good. So you got to figure out like what you want to watch and stuff, but because there's S tier arcs, it's really good. Now I'm gonna ostracize if I feel like I'm not like super caught up, and I'm only gonna rate ones where I've seen at least 6+ episodes. That's like the baseline requirement. And if I feel like I'm not educated on it super well, albeit I've seen hours, like half a dozen hours of it, um I'm gonna ostracize it still. So Demon Slayer only seen one season, so this is ostracized. So don't it's not don't like tweak too heavily, right? If 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 it's not rated where you want it to be, right? But well, I wasn't crazy about it. The first season, I thought there was just a lot of shonen tropes that weren't super well played out, and I hate the power systems. How it's kind of like, oh, I can just breathe better now, and then it's like everything just works out how he wants it to be. That doesn't really make sense. It's like, oh, I guess he could just do that this whole time. And when I feel like you're not fleshing out the power system well, I'm not super intrigued by it. And the demons have that same problem with their demon magic and stuff. It's not. I don't know what this anime is. Naruto Shippuden I think is fantastic. I'm gonna slot this in at A. Honestly, I would put it like in between if I could. Um, I'm gonna start low A. It's like A B. You know what I'm saying? Phenomenal show. So many memorable battle sequences of Hashirama, Madara, and stuff like that. There's so many great fights in Shippuden. It's a phenomenal anime. I think personally, I think that's well, we'll go into it. Boruto, this one's lackluster. So we'll go like ED. We'll start E on that one. It's just it's from when you go from Shippuden to that, it's bad taste in the mouth. I mean, what else can I say, guys? So Naruto, I'm gonna have Naruto at B. I feel like that's fair. I know I understand what y'all are saying. Like the Shunin arc is sublime and all that, and but it's like, man, Shippuden, I feel like just one ups everything that Naruto was. Naruto kind of has this like childlike whimsy to it. I kind of get that argument, but I feel like Shippuden is just a better story. You get to unveil like who Itachi was, and there's so many like plot unveilings that Naruto brought up that Shippuden puts a good touch on. That I think Shippuden's and the fights are more extreme, obviously. And MHA ostracized this one. I've only seen like one or I think at least two. I've seen at least two seasons of this. The last thing I remember happening was Endeavor, whatever his name is, just defeated one of the Nobus, and maybe they were like infiltrating Frog. The Frog person had to save Deku or whatever. I don't know. I remember they were like infiltrating something, and yeah, Eraserhead, he's cool and stuff. Like this one's like, it's like a C, like a high C, like probably. No, I'll go like that. Yeah. Just kind of honestly, let's go there. Cause like there's something. No, let's go see. Low C. DGT. I've only seen Daima, so if Daima's here, I would put it. I'll put it on there, but I don't know if Daima's on here. I'm just gonna say this is Daima. People are gonna hate me, but if you're listening, this is Daima. Okay. Daima's a B. I like Daima. I was messing with it. It had a lot of childlike whimsy to it. Black Clover. I haven't. I've seen enough of it, but I'm gonna ostracize it. Uh, to me, it's like C tier anime, guys. It's I heard it gets good when like the Black Bulls kind of really start getting together and stuff, and like it becomes like a good on. But Asta is obnoxious in the first few episodes with like a screaming. You can look up Asta scream on YouTube and stuff. It's obnoxious, and I don't like the whole like rivalry with like his brother or whatever. And yeah, the dude just deflects magic. Like what the heck? That's kind of like, I mean, it's alright, I guess. Sort of online. If it was just one season, right? If it was just season one, it would be high B, or maybe even A tier, probably low A, high B. But season two is trash, so we're gonna score it fairly. With granted, I know that knowledge. I don't think we have to ostracize this one or anything. It's probably like a D tier. It's above Boruto. I think that's fair because it does have one good season to it. Um, haven't seen any of this stuff. Even Fairy Tail, all that. Haven't seen it. Um, Ostracize this one heavily because I haven't really. I don't want to put because I'm gonna get flamed. Y'all, I've watched at least like 8 to 10 episodes of this. And I get the whole thing of like, oh, they haven't because Full Metal Alchemist like fleshes out the plot more, and what you see in like half a dozen episodes is actually like 22 episodes or whatever. Like, I get it, I get it, y'all. But I'm just ostracizing going off what I've seen, which is several hours of this. Um, Low B is it has a bit of more flavor to it than Demon Slayer. So, um, Hunter x Hunter. Okay, okay. Um, Phenomenal. You got a couple S tier arcs on this one. I really like the Phantom Troop arc. I really like the last arc is just Chef's Kiss, y'all. I'm gonna do really high on that one. I'd even put it above One Piece. Like this is maybe low S tier. We'd maybe bump that up at the end. We'll see. Um, Phenomenal Show just has a couple arcs, like the Battle Tower arc or whatever. You could maybe skip that one, but it's still a phenomenal show. I've seen a good amount of this one, but still ostracize it. This is not really anything that impressive to me. I'd say like there. It, it's just like, oh, the guy's just like, you're never gonna kill me. Like, okay. Spy Family, I haven't seen that one. Oof. Okay. JJK. Um, yeah, immediately S tier. This is, I think, so season one is phenomenal, right? Season one is phenomenal, like world building, pacing, all that. It does a lot in like 20 plus episodes. I think it's a 24, and it does a lot of like world building in those 24 episodes. And season two just flips it all on its head in the next 24 episodes. And season two is, I think, one of the greatest media spectacles or media products I've ever experienced in my life as a consumer, right? Um, it plays off of the trope. Like the guy who did it. Um, oh man, his name is like Gigi, right? Gigi, Gege. He was a huge fan of like Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, and he like knows how to play on those tropes in his own shonen. So I think personally, this is the proper like successive generation of shonen. This is like Japan showing we are not subject to the creative brain rot. That's what I think JJK to me represents. It's like we are not subject to creative brain rot that you see here in the West. We are making our own fine, unique product that builds off of the products of the past and puts them into a new refined form that's even better and evolved. And I think that's what JJK is to me. And JJK is the only anime I've ever seen that went back to back with what I'd consider an S tier arc. Gojo's Hidden Past to or slash Hidden Inventory, Gojo Past slash Hidden Inventory into Shibuya. Back to back S tier arcs. I've never seen another anime do anything ever like that. Um, it is simply one of the greatest entertainment experiences of my life. Personally, it made me feel like a kid again watching like Naruto, but like if it had more elite writing. That's how I was watching. I was like a 24-year-old man watching the show. Insane, insane. That is insane. ReZero, it's isekai. It has its moments, but it's also stupid at times. It's really dumb at times, yo. I would go like there. So my problem with ReZero is like there's weird characters. Like the student Ricardo is like a F Uri and stuff like that. It's like, bro, like who asked you to be here, bro? I think SLF. I don't know if SLF was on here, so that's one I'm gonna like throw out there. We're okay. I haven't seen. Chainsaw Man. I'm gonna go through these a little faster, y'all. Sorry. Uh, Phenomenal show. I think it has so much clever writing to it, and etc. etc. I'd probably go like put it even above, honestly, because it has bad arcs, man. In Chainsaw Man, there's just not really been as much, so it kind of depends if you value like longevity or with between that. But we're gonna put it there. So like longevity, you'd go One Piece over this, but for what there exists as of now, there's no like bad arcs per se in Chainsaw, so it's of course an elite tier anime. It just kind of has like a vibe to it. It's a dark shonen kind of vibe, and it works. It tickles my pickle, you know what I'm saying? So we got Bleach here. I guess this is Thousand Blood Year War, but also just Bleach in general. We're gonna like I guess this is all of them in one here. It's great. It's kind of like suffers from the Naruto, all the big three. It's just kind of long. You got to figure out how to like consume it, right? But it's great. Like there's so many memorable moments and fights, and with Aizen and memorable villains and quotes, and the music is phenomenal in Bleach, and just the overall vibe. Thousand Year Blood War is phenomenal. It's still all really good, so I'm gonna put it maybe below Shippuden, but that's just kind of like a nostalgia vibes kind of thing. Naruto was really really my first anime I got into. um, AOT is not my. I'm actually not gonna rate this one, even though I've seen probably at least like half a dozen hours of it. It's just I'm gonna get flamed, but it's just the aesthetics not for me. The whole like human desperation, humans are ants kind of thing. I'm not really into that, yo. Hell's Paradise. Yeah, this one is like okay. So imagine a, a blissful tropical island, but it's kind of in like a Dark Souls universe. It has elite writing, elite VA, elite animations, Mappa, the same JJK team, the same team that JJK did this anime. It currently only has one season, but it's some of the best anime you can watch in my honest opinion. It just has this eerie vibe to it, this sinister vibe to it, and it just comes together like at the end really well. And I think it's really set up well for season two. There's a good list of characters and a good bit of writing that I think is going to be like resolved as the thing goes on. Manga readers know kind of thing. I'm not a manga reader, but I guess the manga readers are saying good things. So hopefully, when season two comes in January, we'll see. Alrighty, going through a little faster, like I was saying. All right, since I haven't like seen one, I'm gonna go ahead and say the ones. Okay, no, we're gonna finish that. But remember, Skeleton Knight, Frieren, and whatever. Ah, I'm gonna forget the ones that aren't on here. I'm gonna forget to like list them. Uh, I haven't seen quite a few of these. I know a lot of people like Steins Gate haven't seen it. There's a whole like thing I've seen of like the Roman Legion get shot at by the modern military people. I was like, what is up with that? Mob Psycho. This one. Um, yeah, so this one is on Netflix right now. It's very unique. It's very heartwarming. It reminds me a lot of my first time watching One Punch Man. It has a lot of feel good vibes to it, but there are some battles, and I like the like power systems and stuff. And honestly, it's so well written, and the animation style is so cool to me. I really want to put it on S tier. I'm gonna put it high A tier for now. Between this and Hunter, but it's just two seasons, and Hunter x Hunter does have some bad arcs. So, like Mob Psycho is just I loved every minute of it damn near, and it has like a slice of life edge to it, and it's very well diversified, and it's really fun. I think the characters are kind of like cute, fun, playful. You can also like resonate with them, that kind of stuff. So it's an anime I just really like, yo. Yeah, Mob Psycho. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I haven't seen quite a few of these. I guess these are popular anime. Overlord, I have seen this one. Is that Skeleton Knight? I can't. I don't think it is. Uh, Overlord. My thing is like isekai and like so kind of down points for that. I'm not really into those kind of things. Also, kind of like the Overlord is kind of like morally gray with like who he wants to like cast vengeance upon versus like who he wants to protect. And I kind of, even though it has its moments, where it is really cool. The pacing's kind of slow. There's a lot of kind of obnoxious literal NPC characters. Literal NPC characters. You know what I'm talking about if you check out the show. So I'm putting it kind of like high D tier. I think we're down here now. Yep. Yep. Cowboy Bebop. I've seen at least half a dozen hours of this, so I'm gonna go ahead and rate it, but ostracize it. Uh, it's really fun, y'all, and it's it's an older anime, but it really holds up. It has a it's shonen is kind of more for boys, but this one is the one made for like more for men, so it has a little bit more of it has more tones to it kind of thing. I forget what they call those, shonen, and then dang, it's escaping me. But y'all know what it is. Shoujo is the one they make for women. Shonen is the one for boys. That kind of stuff. And then there's one for kind of like older guys, which is Cowboy Bebop, and it holds up. It's really cool. It has a sci-fi setting. Points for that, obviously. It has good space kind of vibe to it. It has a kind of like drifter vibe to it. It's kind of like we can all relate with that kind of like drifter vibe. Data Dog is really cool. There's so many like cool little characters that little nooks and crannies of that anime verse. I think a low A tier is pretty fair, and maybe adjust later. Um, I think Goblin Slayer is next. Yep. All right, so this one is interesting. I have a lot of fun with this one. This one's fantasy, but it has like an RPG kind of trope to it. I like the way that characters have like cast times and stuff like that. The power systems kind of make a lot more sense. The Goblin Slayer is a really cool stoic character, but he's when you learn more about the lore, he's very appreciable. Now, I'll say I only seen season one, and I'm told that season two is not that good. And I heard the movie is pretty good. I've seen some of the movie. The movies seem pretty good. So I'm gonna put this low A tier, maybe high B tier probably. Yeah, high B. And the reason why is because I heard season two's, some people, and the argument is okay. Season two can be more childish because the Goblin Slayer slew a lot of goblins in season one. I'll say it, and then and spoilers, right? But I don't know. I think the show losing its tone and just change it to a whole different, more childish tone is what I'm hearing. That should be discussed. That seems to suck. And not saying I haven't seen season two, so this one's ostracized, of course. But that sucks. I would love to just have another season like season one and just be able to watch 12 episodes of that because this was really good. It'd be A tier if not. I'm hearing season two sucks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing Frieren. I'm not seeing a lot of anime people be on. Code Geass. So this one, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this one. Ostracized, of course. I should really put it just down here. But here's my thing with like Code Geass is just the animation needs to be updated. I would love to like go through it. It's just the animation has been updated, so I'm just put it in the haven't watched yet tier. Should just take it off. Like for example, Hunter. Is this SLF? I can't tell. That kind of looks like SLF. Are we going big, y'all? Oh yeah, we gotta go big. Okay. Okay, not that big. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, now I'm able to like see. Okay, gosh, there's so many dang anime. What the heck? So the Cyberpunk anime. Watch this one. This is just like 10 episodes. It's a really short one. Normally animes are 12. This one was just 10. I think it took a lot of risks towards the end. Um, Gotta hats off for that, of course, right? Um, it just kind of like gets predictable at times, stuff like that. Even though I think the power systems are really cool. I think just below somewhere like here, like B, high B. That's appropriate. It's very consumable, really quick, and it's good. It leaves a nice little. It's a good placeholder anime before you figure out your next kind of longer series. So I'm like, okay, I don't think that's SLF. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm not seeing SLF. I'm not seeing Frieren. I'm not seeing Skeleton King. Like I said, I was skimming for those earlier. So One Punch. This one, I love the writing, the humor. It's so fun to just get fried, watch some One Punch Man, honestly. It only has a couple seasons out. I love both of them. I love Garu in season 2. I think once you kind of get into the tropes of it and stuff, you can kind of have fun. It's a fun little ride, y'all. And I'm honestly gonna put it above Hell's Paradise. So I think it goes like for me, it goes JJK, One Punch, then Hell's as of right now. But yeah, I think this is one of the best all arounder. And like I said, Mob Psycho. I think you'd be surprised if you've seen One Punch Man, you might be surprised how much you like Mob Psycho. I'm trying to get through this a little quicker, y'all, but still do it justice. You know what I'm saying? Uh, trying to get through this a little quicker. Kind of glad I haven't seen some of these because I'm a big quality kind of guy. I don't want to feel like I'm going through the trash bin with my anime. I'm not saying these are bad. So I've seen Psychopaths. So Ostracized, only seen first season. Um, I like it. I like the world, the sci-fi kind of dystopia thing. I think it's really strong. I'd go like low A's here. It has a lot of good dystopia surveillance state kind of things to it, so that's why I like it a lot. Um, all right, y'all. Okay, real quick. Frieren. Frieren would be probably high A tier, right below Mob Psycho. I'd probably put Frieren right there. SLF Shangri-La Frontier would probably be right in between here. Honestly, I really like Shangri-La Frontier. It's it honestly challenges the state of the video gaming world, kind of like with the way it has unique scenarios in its game and stuff in SLF. You'll have to look into it, but man, it's a cool little anime, cool little world. I have a lot of fun with SLF. And then I feel like there was one more I was talking about they didn't have. Skeleton Knight. Skeleton Knight, I would probably put Skeleton Knight right below low B. Low B. And remember, this is Daima, right? So this is not even yeah. So this would be low B. Skeleton would be right here behind FMA. And yeah, with that, y'all, this is my list. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.